since moving back here. I haven't gotten in drag since last time we did this.
I'm like, it doesn't even take that long, but I'm, I was hyper focused on something else. So I'm like, "Ugh." But at least it won't matter what this is because it'll save to my channel. So
Okay.
it won't disappear. What do you want, Minnie? Minnie's like
Oh,
crying at me. All right. Well, I'm ready to go. You ready to go? Let's
ready? Let's
do
do this.
it. Woo! All right.
Let's watch this episode again.
Well, I'll introduce it again. We've got to introduce it.
Yeah.
So, uh, hang on. Let me get everything set. Hi. Fancy meeting you here in this little old place. I'm Tish. This is Echo Echo. Here for a non-MLM video. And it is our Dragula episode. What episode are we up to? Five?
Five? Five.
Season 1 is confusing because it's shorter and,
And it's taken us
yes,
almost
and
half a year to film.
yes. And we've got here the lovely Miss Misery. Hi, how are you?
I'm dead to the world. I have that beautiful
I
magenta feeling.
mm-hmm. I was thinking, I your beat before you put your ears and your fringe on, it was looking a little bit dolly, a little bit
Oh,
dolly.
thank you.
Yeah. Uh, I I did try, but I used base white, and I was like, I knew I was going to be pressed for time, so I just did the edges. But this face paint that I used, I got it from Kmart, and when it dried, it went off flaky. So,
Yep,
Ugh.
I know
And
the
then I
one.
found some much better something else that I could have used, and then so it was just a mess. Yeah. So, um, well, we have this is deja vu for us because we have already recorded this video, but I didn't edit it in time and it disappeared from the storage.
You're
Bum
lucky I never
bum.
put this outfit. You're lucky I never put this outfit away because it's been sitting next to my bed for like a month now.
Well, I was thinking, God, where is the straight jacket? Because this is a straight jacket, by the way, people. Crazy bunny. Uh, yeah, and I mean, the mask is made, so it's pretty easy for me, but and I've started on the next one already. I've got the headpiece for the next one, just not the costume. So, yeah.
Oh, next costume's
I
gonna
want
be
to
a
try
very
get a
lazy
little bit
one.
better at this. And the hair brought to you by dyed it yesterday and haven't and like it was wet and it dried and I put it straight up and now I just took it out. That's it. All I've done with the
Wait,
yeah.
is that your
So
actual hair?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah. It was blue for a little bit. Uh, and then it's so funny. As soon as I dye it a color, I'm like, get back to my normal color. Like as soon as I see it, I'm almost immediately want to change it, even though they've got a really nice like rose gold that you can get off the shelf. Like that's a really nice off the shelf hair color. But as soon as I do it, I'm like, no, I want it back to the gold, to the silver. Hmm. Yeah, so it's an interesting time to be a drag queen.
Mm,
Jesus. Bit political, it's getting a bit political. And even someone we know was having some issues with boycotting. Sam Thompson, who I mean, the thing is, right? It's lucky Sam changed his drag name. Do you remember the first one? Do you remember the
Yep.
first one?
Yes, I do.
Mm. Mm-hmm. So that's what I said. If we really want to make, the conservatives squeal, that's be a pretty bad drag name to take to a book reading of, you know, children's stories.
I mean, I would love for a book to be read in front of my kids by a drag queen with that name, but that's just my opinion.
Hey, we have the freedom to do that. Uh, and yeah, so he was going to be reading a book at one of the local Melbourne libraries, and there was not a GoFundMe, there was uh, what do you call it? Petition to get it taken away because it's immoral. And but there was a counter petition that was definitely yeah, more out there, more successful, that sort of thing. It's really interesting because I would say that Australia is still conservative,
Oh
like
yeah.
America is, but it never really is about religion. Like that's not a fight we usually have. Even if it is something like this, they don't really talk about religion. It's like, there's the same talking points as Americans, but you know, it's so invasive. And because I've got so many friends in America, I see lots of their stories and stuff like that. And I mean, how can they be in Florida and not be so angry? Like they took away the long-term abortions. You can't the Don't Say Gay bill goes to end of school now for teenagers. Teenagers are not allowed to call themselves queer anymore in high school, you know? Imagine that. That must be so scary for young people, you know? Um, but then you see things like, did you see the girl? Oh, sorry, the person B, the non-binary person who was going to the prom and wasn't allowed to go to the prom. Um,
No, I haven't heard that one, but I do know that that is a thing that's been happening for a few people.
yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. And so B was sort of one of those ones that circulated a little bit more, and they put on a prom for them, and they were able to go with their girlfriend and everything like that. Like, and that's in America, so there's little bits of hope in there too. Um, I had a parent teacher interview on Monday, and the parent I noticed was saying they them, right? And I'm like, hey, are they non-binary? Do they go by they them pronouns? And the mum said, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay. So they haven't told me yet. And I'm like, immediately changed my language. And then I felt like I said it too many times. Well, it's a parent teacher interview. I'm talking about their child. Um, but it was really heartening to see because the lady was from Calliope. So, it's nice to see that people are starting to really take that on and take yeah, just having safer places. So, because like I know that it's a bit of a cliche, but it's like we want trans kids to not kill themselves. Like you know,
Yeah.
w- that's all we want them to do is to grow old. Like, and the trans agenda. And then my two friends, the Clown Town, this is their sisters, the Clown Town, like Gus is trans and Val is non-binary, and yeah, I just like if anyone wants to hurt the transes, we'll fight you. It's a bit hard from Australia though. They live in America. But yeah, so I I I can't imagine, like your friend group with going to school one day and everyone they say, "Hey, you can't say you're gay anymore."
Oh, it
Can
would
you
not have
imagine?
been pretty.
Can
Especially with
you
my temper in
imagine?
high school, I would have been fucking violent.
Exactly.
He
It
would
would have
have
been like,
rioted. That would not have gone well.
oh man. And everybody thinks like, oh, those queers, they're pussies. They can't fight. No, they have to be able to fight. 'Cause
Don't fuck with drag queens.
nope. Nope.
Don't. They've got weapons on them
They,
at all times.
oh yes. Yes. Many, many weapons. All right. So we're going to watch this video. Oh, how am I doing? And a big rest in peace to
Oh,
Hecklinka. Yeah, that was a big loss. And so she's in this episode, and they like she was major pioneer of the drag scene. How old
especially in
was she?
San
She would have,
Francisco. 55.
yeah, 55. Is that all?
Yeah.
That's quite young, goodness. Yeah, so Hecklinka was major player in the San Francisco. Didn't Wasn't the name of the show T-Slur Shack?
Yes. Yes.
Do they say the T-Slur in this one?
I think
I think
they
they did.
do.
I think they did, didn't
But I
they?
do know that the place was. They did do voiceovers and like mother,
Um,
like because now
yes,
known as mother or
yeah.
something like that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then we also have who's the other one who's on it? Hecklinker and
Peaches Christ.
Peaches? Yeah,
Peaches,
Peaches.
yeah.
Okay. I'm like, oh my God, I'm blanking on Peaches' name. Eh,
Uh,
okay.
honestly, I don't mind having to refilm this episode because I don't think we really talked about either of them much.
No, I don't think we did either.
No.
No. But we both got a Loris inspired look. I'm like, God damn it, I can't remember a friggin' thing today.
I
Loris
tried
inspired
blending
look.
Loris
Mm.
and Xochi with some snake print from that. Was it the wrestling challenge they did?
Yeah. The lizard,
Yeah,
the one.
yeah.
I was thinking because that we always have the Last Supper. I was thinking for the Last Supper, I might do a Zochi look. So, just because I know there's a couple of other seasons that have double eliminations, aren't there?
No, I think this is the only one.
Really?
I think so.
Huh. Okay. Cool. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, add this. Where is it? Oh yeah. I just need to play around with the just how it's set up at the moment for a second, because we want it to be. Oh yeah, that should be okay. Although, hang on, I'm gonna do. Where's my? Oh, just so you can see us more than anything. Hang on. Every time I do every time I do a what's it called? A stream, whenever I like download a video, it doesn't work. So I get really annoyed. No, I think we might have to do maybe this. Oh, this could work. Okay. And so what I might do as well is when we talk about it, I might just go. I think I can. Hang on, I'm just going to test that. So we'll just play. And can you hear that one?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Hang on. I'm just going to do this, and then I'm going to go. So blah 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 blah. Okay. Yeah, so we should be able to do that. So when we have something to say where it's like a little bit extended, we'll go back to that other view. And yeah, so I think that should be good. Why isn't it the whole page? What's going on? There's like a little line down the side. It's kind of annoying. Okay. Let's do it. And just let me know if you want to stop it all.
Oh, good.
Okay. It's probably good that we haven't done it in so long because I can't remember what we said either.
I don't have any clue. I don't even know if I said anything.
Israel!
God, where is he? I can't fit everything in this suitcase.
We're only going to San Francisco. Just bring the essentials.
Oh, essential.
The sound effects.
Was that a cork pop?
That's everything.
Oh my god. It's a digital phone sound.
The Belay residence, the lady of the house speaking. Oh, it's you, Israel. Listen, never mind all that. I need you to get the girls in the car and get going. We have to be in San Francisco in a few hours. I don't care if Meatball won't fit. Just squeeze her in somehow. Get going. Goodbye.
Let's go. Now we're in wage.
If we are, it's your fault.
It took 1,000 years.
You took 1,000 years. Look at your lips. They're crooked anyway.
You're still fat. This is a great view to see it. Oh, check my face.
Oh, yeah. You're all runny.
I must look ridiculous.
No, I don't think anybody will notice, but I think you're gonna need a little bondo on the chin, babe.
I've got to get to the hardware
Oh,
store.
come on!
I've got to get to the hardware store. How could you have lost an entire can of spray
Get out
paint?
there!
Help me! My leg's not working. Help me! Help me! Fuck! We're gonna be late.
Oh my god, I forgot how campy it was. It's so silly. It's so silly. Like, seriously.
I can't remember what other movies they've been referencing for the
Yeah,
these
because
starting skits.
yeah. Because season 3 was really like aesthetic, slow, like it was really a beautiful like intro. I can't remember much of season 2, so I'm really excited to see season 2. I have no idea where I'm gonna get it from because it's hard to get everywhere. Oh, maybe
Season
it's on the one that I think it might be on Amazon Prime still, like the previous season, and maybe on what's the horror movie one
Shudder.
channel yeah, so it might be on there.
It is. They're
And
all season 1
okay.
remastered is on there as well now.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, that's easy then. We can just watch Shudder. Yeah, it just felt like they didn't even talk about the spray can before saying, "How could you lose an entire spray can?" Like they didn't even talk about losing it. And I know, what Death Becomes Her is the reference, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
a great movie. It's a good cult classic. Have you seen it all the way through?
Yeah.
It's so good. So good. It's Meryl Streep, amazing. I mean,
I can't remember. Is it Goldie
obviously.
Hawn?
Yeah, Goldie Hawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think it's so funny because like everything is just on steroids, but then it's not like RuPaul either, it's got its own flavor, which is nice. But yeah. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, hang on, I need to press play now, don't I? And now it's just good. I think I'm gonna put my substitute here.
Finally coming off on the start.
She'll make you scream. Drag you along.
I know, I'm starting to remember the episode.
I said, I think Laura's went home because we all turned on her. Yeah, Laura's went home for sure. She was bitch to all of us. She wasn't funny. She wasn't nice. It was time for her to go. Not that you have to be funny or nice in this competition, but she wasn't growing and she was acting like she was all that. And it was time for
Did she get the?
So
I
all that
forgot
was
again.
no, all of that was edited out of the YouTube release. It's all there in the remaster.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's very Baby Queen trying to like mix in, throw some shade in that, and just everyone's just not having it.
Is it a little
It's
bit
so
Yovska?
awkward.
Is it
No,
a little bit Yovska?
Yovska, everyone was like kind of getting it, and Yovska was being fun, but people were just not standing for Loris.
Oh,
And it just
okay.
wasn't fun shade either, like Yovska. Yovska has a lot of funny moments with their shade. Loris just
I feel like that with Yovska, but I didn't think everyone got Yovska. Do you know what I mean? Like I thought.
I think
So
there
that's
were a few
why.
people,
Yeah. Okay.
but on the majority, I feel like most of them got them.
Damn, we should have watched the remaster one. I'm sorry. Damn it. It's too late now. We're in too
We're
far.
no going back.
Yes.
her to go. She wasn't all that. End of list. But also, yeah, it wasn't Zochi's performance kind of like lacking. They really don't her shoes. Oh my god, the hot pink shoes. I was like, I really like those shoes. I did too. I was like, but I want them.
Xochitl probably went home. Laura's, I mean, for obvious reasons, she was the one everyone named to go home. And next to her, I think Xochitl was next in the bottom.
Okay, hang on, Vanda. Can you stop talking because we really need to get that fucking radio in the side and the machine that was like. Could they have done that confessional in a different spot? God damn it!
No, they had 2 hours to get to San Francisco and get on stage.
Far out. What are these sunglasses?
I
You
don't
do.
know.
That's not doing anything for you, Frankie. We know it. Come on.
Last week's challenge was really crazy. It was kind of intense. I'm glad that I'm still here, so I'm glad that I get to do this one. I was looking forward to the field trips. Calm down, you made a tube skirt. Everybody calm down. Well, no, I can't make anything. I didn't make the tube skirt. I didn't do it. I'm just saying. What did you make then? The hair. Oh, I see a man holding a wig, Maury. No Sochi? No Norris? That's it, I'm a win. Y'all can go home. Oh, the gang of the century. Honestly,
Like Zochi and Loris for her competition.
I'm here to fucking.
Pardon?
Like Zochi and Loris were her competition.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Right. Was Melissa in the bottom for that? I think she was.
I thought she won.
Yeah, I thought she won too because she had the little doggy.
Yes, the little skeleton
I
dog.
have to say though, I know I might have already said it. Who can remember? It was so long ago. I loved Loris's pink looks. I loved them. I thought they suited the thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they were basic.
Oh, that's a bit shady.
I know.
Goodness me. That's okay. You've got more dirt, okay? And it's still, an aspect of her, of who she is. It's not all who
Yeah.
she is. And this is very old now, so I'm sure she's humble. Just like Sharon Needles. Kidding.
Oh no. No SN.
I haven't really looked at Sharon Needles in a many years, but is she? People don't like her. Is that the general
We
consensus?
might have to cut this, but there is some underage sexual assault allegations being made.
No way,
Yeah.
really? Oh wow.
To the point where they aren't welcomed onto Drag Race anymore.
Well, that's what I thought because I noticed that they have not been involved in a long time. Wow, that's really awful.
Yeah.
To think that because didn't they come from some like trauma as well? I think they talked about, having a
It's
pretty
it's
traumatic.
very difficult trying to remember drag queens from Drag Race, like their life stories, because every episode you get a new traumatic story.
Yeah, true, true.
Drag Race seems to be very focused on the trauma to the point where I have become very numb while watching that show.
Really?
Yeah, because every episode it's just like, how miserable can we make this story while we're putting on our makeup? And then that send them
Oh,
home. Like it's every episode,
wow. Is that so? That's the formula they're sort of going for
pretty
these days.
much. It's been like that since season 9, season 8.
Yeah, yeah. And it's funny because I haven't watched it much past from there. Um, it's funny with Dragula, like I don't, I think you get the trauma because obviously they're spooky queens, they've got trauma, but you get hope. I feel like you get the hope
I
with it as
I
well.
feel like you get a lot more hope when you're hearing about these stories than you do on Drag Race.
Because it's like, that was then, this is how I'm going to use it. It's like
Yeah.
Saint and their tattoos. Oh, well, no, sorry, Ursula and the tattoos. Yes, I've had a rough life, but I take my things with me, which is a nice story. Okay, let's keep going.
Did Ursula do that as well?
Yeah, oh, did Saint say that? Yeah, Ursula said, like, I don't have many possessions, but I can, unless someone takes my skin off.
Oh, she did
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Can win. How does it feel? Good. You excited for today? So today we're going to San Francisco to perform at Mother, formerly known as Tranny Shack. We're gonna get to be with drag legends Peaches Christ and Heclina. Can't wait to see them. Can't wait to get out there. I hear it's really different out there. I hear the drag is really more artsy and like weird and out there. So I hope to be able to bring that, be one of the monsters out there, and bring my weirdness and my sexiness. This is a huge stage. This is like the stage to be on in San Francisco. This is where I think my drag belongs. And I think these girls are gonna all fucking bring it, and I'm excited to see what they do.
I'm super stoked.
Foreshadowing. Oh crap, I was going to say something else. I can't remember. Something. Oh, it's like the is it the New York Queens? Like they've got the reputation of being hairy.
Oh,
Is that
I think that's.
Brooklyn?
I don't
Is
know
it the
if that was a real thing or if it was just Acid Betty throwing shade at Thorgy. Because I've literally just
Yeah.
rewatched that season. That's the only reason I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, kind of random, hey.
Yeah, just. That was the last season you watched, I'm guessing.
Probably. Yeah.
But
No, I think it was an All Stars that burned me the last time. I'm pretty
because I
sure.
do know, like, it's hard to be like, say this city does this specific thing because like so many cities have different forms of drag and that about. I think it's just mostly like what's trending at the time because I know New York was known for that alternative drag scene for a while, but now it's known for being just drag or whatever. I don't know.
Well, it's so funny how even the styles change. Like that will
Willow Pill.
pillow willow pill. That style of makeup is really like, and who's her influence, or has she got a drag mother?
Evie Oddly, I think, or the Drag Sisters.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, because when you think about it, like Violet was from the same. Remember, Violet was like, and somebody said, "Oh, Heartlanta," and
Nobody says
nobody
that.
says that. See, I like a precocious young queen like Violet. She had the goods to back it up, though.
Oh
Really.
yeah. She's one of those very few that I'm like, oh yeah, she can talk shit because she actually knows what she's doing.
She did. She did. Mm.
Super exhausted, and I'm ready. I'm ready to take the crown.
6-hour drive. I'm not looking forward to it. I think shit's gonna get fucking nuts.
Shade. The shady edit.
So I still can't get over 6 hours of
My
traveling.
makeup, and I wore a different style of.
Yeah, see, I thought it was longer.
I
But
thought it was.
it doesn't look that long on a map. That's all.
I guess it's
It
probably
looks
just the city limits, traffic, and all that. I
yeah,
feel like that would be the
probably
most of
because
the time.
there's city on either side of it. So yeah. Can't.
Hair and a different type of costume.
But we told you were gonna win backstage. We were like, bitch, you won. You were like, nah, man.
I was like, nah, they're gonna hate this.
Bitch, you won. We knew you
How
won.
many
You
people
won.
was
so fun. Definitely an improvement from your drag as well. I mean, I think this like show gave us a forum to like express our drag. Because I mean, coming from doing other competitions, doing other things, like a lot of people don't really get into it. Like you'll go and you'll serve it, and you'll be the best, prettiest, fucking most done up bitch, but you'll do a horror number, and you'll get like shit points, and nobody will fucking be into it. And a skinny ass boy with no fucking pads, no titties, 3 hairs on his fucking head will come out and death drop to Beyonce, and everyone's all yes.
Alright,
And
pause.
that bitch gets the money, and it's kind of
I'm gonna
like
get heated.
she sucks major dick.
Yeah, I think it'll show the work that goes into it.
Hey.
You might need to pause because I want to talk about something further with that.
Yeah.
I agree 100%, and the fact that that is still an issue pisses me off to my core. Because I
Really?
recently
So
started a job at
yeah.
a certain place in town that does drag queen bingo.
Okay.
Ooh. The amount of applause they get for rhyming the word six with dicks is just, and like just the most basic drag, like to the point where half the time they don't even finish the show. They just put on footy shorts and a pair of thongs and then come out.
What?
And they still get applause and all that. Like, fuck right off.
Who's doing it?
I'm not going to name names.
You know the company that's doing. Where is it at?
Gladstone Bowls Club. It's the coast to coast drag bingo. They go all up and down the coast and stuff.
Oh.
Like,
Oh, that sucks. Because, you know, Sam is coming back for his grandma's like 80th or 90th or something like that. And he said, "Do you want to put on a show?" And I was actually like, maybe we should do bingo because he's been doing bingo. That sucks.
like it's just
Like,
the most basic drag and performances. Like, no, like, I.
I can completely understand. And yeah, it sucks because it's like just because it's regional doesn't mean like we don't have to put in any effort.
Yeah.
I mean, you better be tucking even if no one sees it. Like, come on. That's it. You got to do it.
I mean, I
Do
love
they
that
have
Sorry?
do they have nails?
Sometimes.
Oh. It ain't right. It ain't right.
I'm getting too heated thinking about this, and I'm like, I don't even know what I want to say anymore.
That it's not just like, oh, well, she's spooky. Oh, she wore a black thing. Oh, she had blood. Like, there's a level of like intelligence that goes into creating the number.
And that's the other thing too. People will do like basic spooky drag. Put on a black dress. And it's like, no, there's more to it than that. And that's what Meatball's saying, like the creativity in the characters is what it's about. Especially, I mean, they kind of have to do the challenges on this, but when you watch their natural drag, like there's thought put into it.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like, yeah, your mainstream looking queens, yes, they do that as well. But yeah, like when the lowest common denominator is like put a black, you contoured your cheeks and you put lipstick on and that's not drag, you know. Even by the Boulet's definition of art, drag is art, and that's not drag.
Like creating a look that isn't just like, oh well, I went down and bought a bra and panties and this is gonna be my gig tonight. Like it's like work.
I think what killed me was when I first started like going out was showing up one of my first times and this guy goes, "Get it, girl, love it. I love the Sharon Needles thing you have." And I was like, I mean, I get that she went out there.
I remember saying when we filmed this last time, even like that sentence now is especially rude.
Yeah.
But like,
Yes.
yeah. Like I remember first time watching Drag Race and all that. Even then, I didn't care for Sharon Needles. Like it wasn't like, oh, you put on a singlet. Oh, you're so punk. Like, you know what I mean?
I did. I hook, line, and
You ate
sinker.
it up,
Loved
yeah.
it. Yeah, I was there for it, and I think it was the lip injections where I hopped out.
When they started to wanting to look like Andy Warhol.
Oh, you know. I don't know. I think that it was probably looking back, if I was to watch that again, I probably wouldn't think it was very good horror drag,
Well,
because
even knowing some of the production stuff going on behind the scenes then, it really changes your eyes on Fifi as well. And it really makes sense on why she's going off the way she is. It's because Sharon Needles
yeah.
was going around getting all this praise and stuff while calling everyone the N-word and things like that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's the real reason that Fifi was going off. And that Latrice was on Fifi's side. You go back
Yeah,
and
yeah.
rewatch that season, it's confusing why everyone hates Sharon.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. That makes sense. And I didn't like Fifi maybe the first time watching it. I I mellowed out considerably afterwards. It's the same with Acid Betty. I didn't like her first of all when she first come in, but in a second and third watch of it, I'm like, she's okay. Like
Yeah.
she's
I
a good solid queen.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing her come back for another chance or something. I'd watch that,
Mm.
especially with their
I
drag now.
Yeah. I think I saw some of it and I thought I saw a picture and I'm like, who's that? And it was Azerbaijan. I'm like, oh wow. Like it was really good. It was really good. What did you think of the All Stars announcement?
I have very mixed feelings. Most of them I'm glad to see back because I'm like, oh, they didn't really get much of a chance, James Mansfield.
Yeah.
They should have been there longer, James Mansfield. And, they should have made the top of the season, James Mansfield.
Um I like James Mansfield too. And one of my favorite YouTubers is friends with James Mansfield. But like Naisha,
Yeah,
I
where
just
it's like
feel
they
like
do pretty drag in that, but like, what's that oomph that's going to push them past those first 3 episodes?
yeah, it feels like it's not all stars. That's the thing. It's called All Stars and pumping out episode after episode of it. Like, give it a break. Call it redo. Like call it a redo, not All Stars, because that's not what it is.
Or just
And I
start
really don't.
recycling them the original, like the regular seasons.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
half those season 15 queens should never have been cast for television. I'm just saying that. I don't care
Which
about other
one?
people's opinions.
Which one's that?
That's
Who
the
was
latest season where it was Sasha Colby's
Sugar
Drag
and
Race. Sugar and Spice, yes.
yeah, right.
They should
You
never have
don't.
been on TV. I would die on that hill. I don't care what they
Good
say.
for
If like,
you.
oh, we're just doing characterization of bimbos. No, yous are. Yous are straight up idiots. Don't use the excuse that we're doing characters. Yous are idiots.
Well, it's interesting because like I watch quite a few YouTubers who critique Shane Dawson
Oh god.
and yeah, I hate him. Like I hate him. He's such a dickhead. Um but him and Ryland have just been going on. I mean, his name's Ryan, actually. His name is Ryan, not Ryland. Don't try to fucking, like that really pisses me off. He's got a plain Jane name. His name is Ryan. Anyway, they've been like just dropping all this drag race stuff in the last like videos that I've seen. Um, I've never watched a video on his channel, but and I'm like, they're not going to invite you on, Shane. You're not
You're
going
past
to.
your time. You should have tried it in 2013.
Mhm. Yeah, maybe in 2013. And even then,
It
it
would
was
have been like, oh, walk into the workroom. Hi guys, now get out.
yeah. He's just so awful. So I'm like, yeah, we get it. You like Drag Race. Thanks for catching up in 2023. Duh, everybody, it's very mainstream now. And it's like a lot of things where I go, I was there from the beginning. And I wasn't. I was there since season 4. So, yes. All right, let's
Let's
get back
continue
to
with
this.
Dragula.
We won't talk about that other thing, and we probably will like 10 more times, but never mind.
We need to start
They're
putting
doing
like
her thing.
a
That's
time
really
cap
cool.
on it.
I mean, she's evolved since then. Everyone
Good
has.
idea.
But I was kind of like, really? You think that we're all just doing? That's what you're gonna call it? Like we're all spooky, like Charity Hills? Well, there's so many more. There's just so much more to it.
Yeah, and I think it also shows that there's like you don't have to be spooky and kooky to be a monster.
No.
Because like I'm not scary. That clown is not scary, but I'm still a fucking terrorist.
You got no teeth. You look scary as fuck.
I'm excited for people to realize, there's a big misconception that the Dragula style of drag is specifically horror drag, but horror is really just an element of it. I think what it comes down to is really our drag is just a sort of counterculture sort of drag, and it's based really heavily on a lot of pop culture and a lot of references to like film and TV and like old LGBT figures that maybe like aren't brought up as often. So I think I agree with Meatball, it does take a level of sort of knowledge of this sort of counterculture, like alternative culture, to do this style of drag. And I'm excited for people to realize that it comes from a place. It's not just like going to the Halloween store and getting yourself like a Halloween costume and doing a number. Like it takes work. It takes
Leave me
experience.
alone. I love Halloween costumes.
I think that I love Vanda's just the intelligence that they speak with is really good. And I call it monster drag, not horror drag. And I think a monster is like a little bit of a broader
Yeah.
category, I think. What do you think? I
No,
think that
I
that's you're right, keep going.
oh sorry. No, I agree with that. The term monster drag is far more inclusive. Because like
Yeah.
Melissa B. Fierce, you don't think of her as a horror drag queen, but she is a goddamn
No,
monster.
not until the last no spoilers.
Well, I honestly, from episode 1, I think she's been doing it. Like, yeah, she did like a superhero kind of witch, but
Mm,
it stood out, and it probably just because there were so many, I don't know,
tradition.
yeah, traditional ones that kind of stood out and made it look bad. Where if there was
Yeah.
more of a mix of witches and stuff, I think it would have not been as because like we had 3 savage witches. If all three of them did something different, it would have been a lot less
Yeah, definitely.
juxtaposition and all that.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. There's music, so I don't get copyright claims. This music is interesting.
Oh,
Oh no!
oh, we're going right into the performance.
Yeah, I forgot this too.
I mean, what else did they talk
Yeah, because I thought that didn't they talk to Hecklina?
It
I
might be
keep
after
calling
the
her.
show. Hecklinka.
Yeah, no. Why did I call her Hecklina and Peaches? Yeah, I thought they talked to them in the middle of this.
It might be like just
Um,
after the performances then.
yeah, maybe, yeah. I'm just thinking. I'm really glad that we're not playing You Cringe, You Smoke for this. For the. Have you heard? Haven't you heard of You Cringe, You Smoke?
No, I
Uh,
hadn't heard that.
Okay, well, there's a YouTuber called Nick is not green, and it's like, so if the video makes you cringe, then you smoke or you take a
Oh,
drink or take
we
a
wouldn't
shot or
make it to the
whatever.
end of the filming.
I know, I know.
We might not even make it
Uh,
halfway through the video before having to call an ambulance.
yeah. Uh, it's a bit like that without any spoilers. Oh wow, the D20 Oh yeah, here we go.
Oh my God, you guys, welcome to San Francisco.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's
so
great to have you here in our town.
We're very excited.
Yeah, I didn't really think of anywhere else that we should take these girls to sort of.
Should we do our interview in this wind tunnel? Sound is
Just the
terrible.
cameraman breathing into the sound.
Look, I love this headpiece. I adore it. Do you think kind of looks like a little tire, doesn't it?
Like, yeah, that it's been bent or something from like a little monster. You know those remote control
Yeah.
cars?
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah,
been
that's interesting.
misshaped. Do we
But
see these
these,
headpieces a few times?
I can't remember. I don't think we've seen them before. Oh, I'll have to look now. No,
Yeah,
I think don't they have the plant one soon? No, what's that?
no, they do. They do have the Audrey too.
Audrey. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I like this look. I think it's really good, but how often do the boules miss? Like never. So.
Well, there are a couple of
Oh.
times.
Oh.
Some certain green screen mummy looks from season 3, I think.
Green screen. I can't remember that. Gosh.
I just remember that there's this green look that looks very bad on them, and a white look that looks really bad.
Okay. Well, we'll have to wait and see, hey?
Yeah, in 5
All right.
years.
Let's. Yeah, with our current shooting schedule. My God. We'll get better. We'll get better. We'll get back
We'll
on
get-
track.
Prove their strengths and weaknesses than here.
Absolutely. Thank you for hosting us here at Oasis. We're very excited to have our ghouls performing on the mother stage tonight.
It's gonna be great. Can't wait to see what they have.
Well, we were wondering, what are you guys looking for? Like, what kind of substance does the idea of your super monster made up of? Is it their performance or their look? Is it attitude?
Having done Tranny Shack for years, I mean, my main thing is what they do once they hit the stage. The look is great and all that stuff, but really the concept and the execution of the performance.
It's the overall, do they grab you? Do they have star quality? You know, and when the number's finished, you know, did I want more?
Right.
I feel like Peaches beats her face a lot more than that these days. Like
I
that
think
feels
so.
this feels like a soft beat right here.
Out of
Like
curiosity, what was your first experience with Peaches Christ and Heclina?
Peaches. I think I knew. I didn't really. I think I knew of Hecklina. I think Hecklina was here, but I think Peaches I knew from Jinx Monsoon. So I think you know how they used to do their yearly show. I think
Yeah.
that was where I first knew Peaches. And have they had a weight loss journey? Or is
They
that
might
Bunny?
have. I don't think Lady Bunny has.
No. Okay. Yeah, no, I have some memory, I think, of a weight loss journey for Peaches, I think.
I always feel like when I watch a drag performance and it ends, was I happy it was over?
Yeah.
You know, or did I want it to keep going?
No, absolutely, absolutely. Well, we also could think of no two more qualified individuals than you guys to help us judge our final four and narrow it down to our final three.
I'm really excited to have you guys judge this competition because really, you guys are kind of originators of alternative drag. You know, you guys started a major movement that inspired so many queens and performers.
I think actually this whole trip is a little bit of a learning experience for them because their age range really spans, and San Francisco is kind of one of those places where punk and drag sort of met and really flourished, and just coming to the city for some of them the very first time. Learning what Tranny Shack was, how it affected the population here, and just drag in general. It's kind of been educational, so it's a little bit of that old and new kind of coming together.
I'm excited to see these girls.
I'm excited that Hecklina is finally getting the credit she deserves for being the original drag monster. It's true.
I'll take it. I'll
Been
take
horrifying.
it.
True.
I'll take it. I'll
Yeah.
take it. Thank
And
you.
it's been like 20 years of horror for you, hasn't it?
20 years of every time she shows up, I'm like, whoa! You know, it's like,
Wow.
what's she gonna? You know,
She's really
it's
setting the
amazing.
standard.
It's
Yeah.
always terrifying.
Well, you know what? I think it might be time.
All right.
Is it
do
time?
it?
Shall we?
Let's do it.
I'm excited.
All right.
Oh God.
Please welcome to the stage the girls of Dragula.
Blood. It does more than turn me on, it makes me come. And more than the sight of it, I love the taste of it. The taste of hot, freshly killed blood.
Painful. I generally couldn't think of anything to say during that because it was painful just to watch. I
So what
cannot
do you-
stand when people bring
Yes.
up someone from the audience that they don't know what's happening. Like, just
I know.
do anything else.
Yeah.
Take your wig off on stage mid-song. Do anything else.
Meatball is a good performer. I don't understand what happened. Like, that should not have happened.
They
Like,
must
that,
have gotten these songs, like, just as they're about to go
Oh.
on stage or something, because it's just all
Well,
of them have that.
the other thing that wasn't good was the lip sync. It wasn't good.
No.
It was missed a lot, you know? But the audience was so low energy. There was just one person gone in the front. I'm like, oh, oh, yuck. Okay, thank God that's over. All right, let's
Let's
keep
get to the
going.
last three.
Love you. Thank you from the bottom of my black little heart. You came here for some excitement tonight, and that's just what you're going to get.
Pardon?
Those sunglasses. Why?
Yeah. There's a lot of things in this that they'd never done before, and you're like, what is happening? Why?
Afraid of the truth, then leave. We'll show you the proof, but you still won't believe. Entranced by the arms round our necks. You all sold your souls and were cashing the checks. Like waves crashing over the rocks. Everyone listens when one of us talks. Hairstyles and bloodstains and such. And frankly, we've already told you too much. We are really rich, Italian saintless. We do whatever we want. Really rich, Italian saintless. Everyone loves what we've got. Really rich, Italian saintless. We do whatever we please. Really rich, Italian saintless. We'll bring you to your knees.
Take out the front row.
Did you really think we were going to let you get away? I was kidding, stupid. You didn't run fast enough. You didn't take me seriously, did you? Why? Because I'm beautiful? You think I can't kill because I'm beautiful? Well, guess what? You're gonna find out the hard way whether I can kill or not.
Oh, what
I don't
was
know
that?
how, but that one was actually worse than I remember.
Yeah, same. Everything was so difficult. Like everything. There was like extra reaching and Minnie. Oh my God. I don't know what she's trying to do. Like it was just too much. There was too much to it. Like why?
Well, they talk about it later how like all those each
Yeah, the
section is like a
things.
different challenge of that. But why is there a rainbow there?
I have no idea. And well, I mean, other than go. um but like there was a pulling out of the pit. It's okay because the performance when it started, like it was good, very good lip syncing, engaging, and then it just got more and more complicated, and it looked like they nearly fell over when they.
Well, it's probably 3 times as heavy as her.
Yeah.
She probably used like real metal instead of like light wood and stuff.
Because she wanted her to be authentic. Oh wow. Ah, yeah, that was more painful than I remembered it as well. And I would even say that Meatball they're both pretty even at the moment. Jeez. See?
Take a good look at me! Because I'm going to be on the front of every newspaper in this country tomorrow. You're looking at crime personified. And don't you forget
This is my hair, I love my waves. 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 This is my hair. This is my hair. let my hair dry. Pay no attention to the lace on my forehead. This is my hair. This is my hair. This is my hair. This is my hair. I don't wear wigs. 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 This is my hair. I don't wear wigs.
So you get an Alaska song, while everyone else gets these shitty, never heard before songs, and that's what you do? You could have won the challenge, and that's what you do? I'm mad as hell.
Where were her boobs? What the hell? Now she decides not to. Now no breastplate? What? Why did they all throw away their signatures? It's so bizarre. Like, what is
Also,
happening?
what does a knife have to do with wearing wigs?
And she got rid of the extra hair immediately. It was on for 5 seconds.
I love
And
that
if
like,
it's
they're
gonna,
having this conversation about, oh, there's so much thought behind our
I
drag
know.
and that, and this is what it is. This is the thought. No plural, just one.
Oh God. And it's so funny because I mean, she just got done trashing Sharon. Well, in a way, which is deserved. Don't get me wrong. And then your song is that song, and okay, okay. Yeah, that was terrible. How many times are you gonna jump and land on your knees? It's not.
It's not a dance
Oh,
move. It's just giving
help,
you
look.
like health problems for your 40s.
Oh yeah, yeah. I tell ya.
Kill everyone now. Condone first-degree murder. Advocate cannibalism. Eat shit. Filth of my politics. Filth is my life.
I loved the Frankie's wig being, you know, dinged in the
Just
air.
still in the crowd.
I was happy to see that the dead God, what's the name of it? Dead? The jump thing?
Oh, death
Death
drop.
Why couldn't I remember the name of that? I was happy to see the first death drop and then got steadily more unhappy as it. Oh, it started off okay. Like I liked that energy at the beginning.
Well, one of them had to have energy.
But it just seemed to go. "Brrr." I don't know
Well,
that you're pulling out the robot for top 3?
well, I don't know, something. She wasn't pulling people on stage and stuff.
Yeah, that's a
I'd
good
take
thing.
Robot over that any day.
True, true. That diagonal across the stage thing, though. Oh Lord. I'm just thinking, if you put this four in any other season, they're all going home.
Yeah.
Like they are not making it through. Jesus. Okay. The worst part is done now. Let's go. Okay, I'll try. There's more cringy to do. That was pretty cringy as well, really.
Hmm.
Give it up for our girls of Dracula, everybody. Thank you, darling. Good evening, ladies. I hope you enjoyed performing here at Oasis with Peaches Christ and Heclina. Your challenge tonight was to come up with a
Wait, what?
punk drag performance that would
They say
impress
Oasis?
these ladies.
Hey?
Did they say Oasis?
Yeah.
How many names does this club have?
Well, I thought the event was called Mother. Is that what
No,
you were thinking?
yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Never mind.
okay. Okay.
And that's what we're going to be judging you on tonight.
Let's start with Frankie. Frankie, I thought that your number was captivating right from the start because you hit the stage and you were giving me monster. In fact, I thought you were blending sort of a Yeti monster with your drag character, and it worked really well. I think that you had a slight advantage over the other girls because you did lip sync to Alaska Thunderfuck's This Is My Hair song, which is a popular song. It's a well-known song, so you kind of had the edge on the competition, but you also owned it. You were aggressive and exciting and a great performer.
I love the Guar influence.
Aw. I want these confidence boosts.
But do you want to hear the truth? Like that's the thing, like
Well, they can't really send them all home at this point.
True. True. That's just a wig just shoved down her front. There's no skill in that. There's no skill in that. Just wear the boobs, with your pink tape.
Your outfit.
If it was
and
the
I
boobs
love the
with
monstrous
hair
look.
stuck to the nipples, I would be in for that.
Yeah. Like a whole, like a dog, a whole row of boobs.
Oh, just 3 breastplates on top of each other. I want that. Why has no one done that?
Come on.
Not even on Drag
We-
Race. Why has no one done that?
I don't know. Rue's the only bitch allowed there. That was an easy joke to make. Sorry, that was
Bad one, because there's Michelle right next to her. Now I love him.
That you gave.
Frankie, your look has come a long way. All the suggestions we have given you, you're using. Your performance is not there yet. You're bringing this punk rock filthiness. We weren't seeing that tonight. You could have came out and showed your dick or your asshole to the crowd, or throw dildos to the crowd, or something. We didn't see you push it. That is who you are. That's your drag character. But you're not pulling it out all the way, and we warned you about that last week.
That was
Oh, what if they were just like ripping wigs from their unitard or whatever, from like the crotch area?
Oh,
and throwing
yeah.
it? That would have been amazing.
Look, and the hair, underarm hair, back bush, front bush, like bush everywhere. Come on, missed opportunity.
actually my one of my ideas was to come out of a job shop and just show my whole.
Doesn't matter because you didn't do it.
Yeah.
Give us that dirty Frankie Doom that's in there. You did not bring that tonight.
I appreciate that you took inspiration from your segment of the song. This is my hair. You kind of played with like monster and gender. I noticed you don't have your breastplate tonight, which I think is a first for you. I do have a pet peeve though, and it is dropping to the ground. Like rolling around on the ground and coming out of sight. It's really only for the benefit of the few people that are in the front of the stage. You disappear from sight from everybody else, and it really is kind of it's just a mistake because more than half the house loses what you're doing up there.
Let's go on to Meatball.
I actually didn't think of that, but it's a really good point. Like, make sure that people in the audience can see you. Seems obvious, but you know.
Especially when it's a standing crowd.
Yeah, exactly.
I enjoyed your performance to an extent. I was a little bit confused by the pointless person coming up on stage with you. It seemed like once he got up on stage with you, there wasn't a purpose to him being there. He seemed lost, and it was kind of awkward to look at.
Well, the song was about having someone model for you and do that, so I thought I would try to have somebody. But I ended up, once he got there, he was moving around a little bit, and I was just like,
Did he know he was supposed to model?
No.
Okay.
He knew that he was supposed to come up there, but I told him just to stand still, but he I think he is moving too much.
And what did he do? He moved? What? I don't think
I'm so confused on what she's trying to say. So he knew he was meant to come up there.
yeah. Did he know he was coming up there? No, but he knew he was. Yeah, he knew he had to come up and stand still, but he didn't stand still. But he actually he did. Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling this excuse, but we'll see.
I'm not feeling any of the excuses of her.
I would say if you're gonna have somebody come up on stage, have them know what they're doing.
Did you make that skirt?
Yes.
I thought you did, and that's a very unforgiving material. So that's kind of brave of you to do that. I like it. I like the hands-on approach to your outfit. I like the cunt about it, and your hair is giving me a little bit of a divine kind of moment, which I also appreciate. But I'm going to agree with Heklina. The performance just confused me. You have a lot of confidence, which is the fuel to get any show where you want it to be. But it was just sort of a stunt for the sake of doing a stunt.
People, I liked your look tonight. This to me is sort of you taking your comedy look and mixing it with the filth and the horror of Dracula. So I really liked your look.
It looks like a almost store-bought cheerleader outfit with a divine wig.
I like the hair. I like everybody.
the hair, but like,
Yeah.
why a divine wig with a cheerleader outfit?
Yeah, true. I like everyone's hair on their heads. I think everybody has nice hair. Yeah, I didn't think the costume was much. You know, it's just a cunt for cunt's sake. You know, like it's like, okay, rude swear word. You know, like, but what has it got to do with anything?
I don't care for the way this skirt's been cut either. How it like lifts up towards the hips.
Yeah,
'Cause then
and
it
you know
seems like you've got
what?
a
For
droopy
those
belly.
people with a large behind, that's what happens. So you've got to account for that because there's more there's like more surface area. Like skirts sit like that on me because of how my butt sticks out. So that would be what it would be.
Okay.
Yeah, like, but I don't like it. I don't like the way it's sitting. You need more material at the back so that it looks even. That's all, you know. I'm gonna guess it was from some sort of from a pattern, perhaps. Or you know how some people make patterns out of the actual clothing, like they'll unpick it and
Yeah.
get the thing? Possibly.
Your performance You have such an amazing stage presence, but you didn't bring it all the way tonight. What I mean by that is you had a fish. Amazing prop to have. We couldn't see it. The people in the crowd didn't see it. If you're gonna bring out a fish, you need to bring out a fish.
I forgot what that was.
I didn't even see that at all.
I saw the hitting. I thought it was a sausage.
I just thought she was spanking him. I didn't know there was any prop or anything.
I saw something, but I did not think it was a fish. That would be hilarious if it was bigger, you know? I mean, of course, because Drac just said that. Hello. Duh.
And show the fucking crowd like I got a fucking fish.
I sadly didn't know that you had a fish. Now, part of that might be that I was distracted by your other performer, because there's always that risk when you bring another performer into a number that's yours, right? You don't want them to showboat and sort of steal the spotlight and all of a sudden become the star of the number. But at the same time, they have to be good enough that they're contributing to making you look like a star. My eye is drawn to what's wrong, you know? So I missed part of your performance. And I think that, unfortunately, is a big downfall for you tonight. That being said, love your drag name, love your look. You look like a meatball. You know, like, you know, it's really cute.
Extra soft.
I think meatball is gonna have, you know, a big future. Tonight just wasn't your night.
Let's go on to Melissa. Melissa, you did great tonight. I liked your look. I liked your performance. You owned the stage. I love the props.
Those totems, each of those items that you brought out to kind of represent each of your competitors is how I read that. And you're kind of like slamming them on the ground, kind of a little slap in the face, kind of a little cunt move. And I think a fun way to start a Melissa Be Fierce show. So I do applaud you for that. Thank you.
Well, Melissa, the only thing that I think is not punk, and if I might say it's really been overdone, is the death dropping. I've seen some million death drops, you know, at this point, and I think it's an easy way to get a reaction from the audience. And
I actually really like Melissa's costume as well. I like her dress.
I think
You don't?
really, no, I think hers is the only one I really like.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think that like it's just unfortunate that she relied on the death drops because I think everything else was pretty good. She was lip syncing well, had good energy, but yeah. Oh, death drops. They'll get ya.
And I'm not going to say it's a cheap ploy, because if it's done well, it looks great, and it did look great. For me, it's like, it's been so done.
I actually have to agree with her.
Right.
At this point, you are such a strong performer. Your makeup's great. You have stage charisma. You can death drop, but you don't need to. And I think it's getting to the point where it's like the drag MC who comes out and says, "How's everybody doing?" It's like, it's almost desperate. Does that make sense? It's like, I know I can force a reaction out of the crowd by doing this thing, so my challenge to you would be to pull back.
It's something that I'm known back at home for. I mean, not like I know I work with a lot of queens who do it, but not everyone does it the right way. So I kind of, me coming here was like, bitch, you better fucking step your pussy up and shut the fucking stage down. So my way of me doing that is me like showing them what Melissa Be Fierce is about back home in LA. So I was like, I gotta leave my stamp here in San Francisco and let them know who Melissa Be Fierce is and shut. But I mean, it's what I do, and I mean, I gave it my all, my all, you know.
If that's what you do at home, see, I've never seen you perform before. Right. So that's great. I mean, I thought your performance was what? It's just something I've seen so much. You know what I mean?
I don't think she didn't have to get too defensive there. Like that makes sense, you know.
How do you feel about what Peaches said about the queens? Like, oh, how's everyone going?
Oh yeah, it's an easy.
I will never, for as long as I live, that will never be your words that come out of my mouth. I can't hear you. How is everyone going? I hate
Oh
when
my
shows
God,
do that.
oh,
Like,
me
stop trying
too.
to fill
I'm like,
time.
yeah. I'm like, just put on a show. Just shut up and do the thing. Like, it's okay. Like, just go. Ugh.
itself.
Let's face it, if Heklina attempted a death drop, it would literally be a death drop. That would be, you'd be calling 911.
Rest in peace, Heclina. Jeez.
And
I said the name wrong and I was trying to be respectful. Jeez.
Oh
I have
god.
she's an icon and I'm sorry that I stopped her name off. But she'll be missed, definitely. So
I mean, on
uh
a positive note, if it's making you sad, Peaches Christ got married within the last couple of days.
oh, congrats, because she's gonna be
Yeah.
watching. She's gonna be
Yeah,
watching us.
she's watching.
Yeah.
She's always
Congrats,
watching.
Peaches. You're looking good, girl.
I sent her the
she would
URL.
have died, There'd be celebrations in the streets.
Moving on. Let's move on to Vander. What did you ladies think of Vander's performance tonight?
So amazing. I thought, just the minute you stepped out on stage, you captivated me with your look, with your stage presence. Your makeup is amazing. I think it really is giving me punk. It's kind of like Nick Rhodes from Duran Duran, but really exaggerated. Do you know what I mean? Or kind of like real.
She's like,
it's
I
actually,
don't even know who you're talking
okay,
about.
well, Google it. Or it's actually like, it's more goth, like Virgin Prunes, if you really want to get goth. But even before you lifted up your, wait, what?
She's like,
Google it. I love the makeup. It's kind of Nosferatu drag. Also, Google that too.
I did not.
Okay. And you captivated me before you did the reveal. And so that I know is you're doing a good job. So to me, it's very strong. You're somebody that I would book just seeing the one performance. You know, the look, the aesthetic, and the presence.
For me, you really reminded me of early Tranny Shack, which for me is like the height of compliments. You know, when we were performing, you're always looking for that person who's going to come out and do something new and something you hadn't seen before, and immediately your style, the whole look, the fashion of it, and the horror of it, and the strangeness, and the eccentricity, and all the references that she's bringing. It looks filmic, it looks gothic, it's couture, the giant pentagram, the strange asymmetrical hair, the weird boots that aren't boots. You know, it's all art for us to look at. Then you perform, you know your lip sync, and you were performing to both a male vocal and a female vocal, and you owned it. Not easy to do. And it was funny. You know, you're doing really rich Italian Satanists, and you pull out a slice of pizza and eat it. This is all in addition to your giant costume piece. And I would just say that, like, bravo, because you can tell that you put so much work and thought and effort into it and it paid off, you know. And you're a
Did we watch the same thing as her?
I don't think we did. It must be one of those things where they do the performance and they do it again and film it.
Yeah, because it was not. I think that Vanda was lip syncing well, but
She was doing
everything
her
was.
usual shtick and all that with the movements but it was very clunky. This is
It
bad.
was so. It was and awkward and reaching, and nothing came easily. But I think perhaps the boules are about to say that, so we'll see.
Okay, yeah.
pro. You know, you're definitely, you know, you have a long drag career ahead of you if you want.
I mean,
that.
I
It's
agree.
obvious. You star quality.
Vander, you continued to impress me tonight. You did. Your look was amazing. Your performance had an issue because your back piece malfunctioned, which you know.
Pardon?
I can literally hear the cameraman breathing into the sound bar.
I don't think I can. I'm gonna listen for it. Okay.
Which is a big pet peeve of ours, as you know. So to have it flop in this venue disappointed us. But The overall concept and your stage presence and your look was great.
You took a lot of risks, which is what I love, and they were bold ones, like the pentagram, not just the trick, kind of like punk rock peacock reveal, which I love, and it kind of told the story of all the challenges I think that came before, which I noticed, and I really soak up all those details, and I love them. It's actually
You just cut to a scene that was Vanda nearly falling over from the weight of what? What is happening? What are we? No.
Also,
I'm
another
gonna
thing
have
I
to.
haven't heard said is how crafty and hodgepodge it looks just to have all these things jammed onto the one.
Yeah.
It just looks
It what?
primary school to me.
Yes. Like here's all my things. It's like somebody's hung them on a wall, and now you're wearing that wall. Ugh, it's terrible. Okay. Love Vanda.
I love
They
all
are
the Dragula
amazing.
queens of season
They
1.
are amazing. And they are like what Peaches said is true. They will, even just from the beginning, you could see that they will have a successful career. Just wasn't their best performance. And it's like,
No,
what are we blowing
exactly.
smoke up their ass for if this is not the truth, you know? But like you said, they may have done it twice and that's what they're talking about. So, all right.
my only criticism of you is I think you try to fire off on maybe there's an overload of ideas. If it's going to be pizza, you were fumbling with something else to come out, and I'm not sure what it was. I'm not sure if it actually made it out. Part of your costume there at the beginning of the performance.
Yeah, the pizza got stuck on my tit.
Okay, and that's a quality problem. If you have so many ideas to edit them down, that's kind of where you want to be. You don't want to be without ideas, because that's a kind of a desperate place. My favorite thing about your performances in general, which goes back to our time in the desert, I think I said I've never seen someone kind of move in such a serpentine, weird, naughty, twisted way that you do, and that is extremely captivating right from the start. You start moving that way and I'm pulled right to you. I want to see what you're going to do next, so well done. So listen, half of your challenge is now complete in San Francisco. But as you know, each of you will have to face the extermination challenge to help us decide which one of you will be eliminated and which of the three of you are going to be moving forward in this competition. When one of you is crowned the world's first drag super monster, you'll be doing countless photo shoots, music videos, film shoots. You may even end up in one of Peaches Christ's stage productions.
You'll soon come to realize that while glamorous, shooting can be a giant bitch. It will be uncomfortable, torturous, dangerous, and sometimes hellish.
So we want to make sure you can handle such demanding situations. We're going to be taking you out on location for a photo shoot out in the waters of the San Francisco Bay.
And right now, the water temperature I think is sitting at a cool 45 degrees.
Your challenge is simple. You'll take the next 2 days to create your most imaginative sea monster look. You'll be photographed emerging from the icy waters of the San Francisco Bay, modeling your looks.
Finally, we will consider your performances tonight, along with your photo shoot, to decide which one of you will be moving forward.
Thank you, ladies. Our work is done here. We'll see you all again very, very soon.
So if we obviously we know who gets voted off, but who you would have kicked from here?
From these performances alone, double elimination Frankie Meeple. Bam Bam.
Yeah, I think yeah, it's a difficult one between the two. Like I think they're the lowest. Yeah, no.
But if you're taking the whole season into account, I would say Frankie.
Yeah, same. Yeah. And they should do that. I know sometimes they don't, There's going to be some hard moments in season 2. I tell you. There's some hard moments in all the seasons where someone will be on top and then next week they're voted out. Although that does happen
Well,
on Rue as well.
season 2 for Dragula specifically, I think most of the challenge wins go to the wrong people.
I'm trying to yeah.
Because just putting this out there, James Majesty should not have won a single challenge on her season.
I don't like him. Like I think he's a good drag queen.
I don't trust them as a person. They seem very shifty sometimes, I've noticed. I think I'm thinking of James. I might be thinking of
Yeah.
someone else. I'm
Yeah, well,
confusing my
I would
skinny people. I'm thinking of
Oh,
Dahlia from
maybe.
season 3. I'm thinking of
No,
Dahlia.
Oh, are you? Hang
Yeah,
on, who's Dahlia?
Dahlia was the one, what's her name? Everyone loves her. Victoria Elizabeth Black's drag daughter.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. That is
Oh,
no longer
yeah.
her drag daughter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, did they have a falling out?
Oh yeah. All over
Oh,
Facebook and social media and all that.
oh God, you'll have to tell me about it. But
Yeah.
no, I was going to say I didn't think that James Majesty I'm going to cut this out, but James Majesty winning the Alien Challenge. No fucking way.
That's one of the ones that I don't think they should have won. I think the Cinnabite, sure, fine. But yeah, the Alien one they definitely shouldn't have won.
I love Bitch Pudding's Alien,
I
and I
was
loved Dali's, and there were so many good ones. And
Disaster Arena could have won that challenge, but they kept being like, oh, you need to edit things. No, Disaster Arena means disastrous.
that's her thing. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
yeah,
we'll get
yep,
into it.
yeah, we will. All right, let's keep going.
Maybe we're thinking of a different week with the Order 2 headpieces.
Yeah, I think
These are
so.
the octopus ones.
I love the structured shoulder thing. Oh, stunning. Stunning.
Welcome to Land's End, lovers. Now, we did warn you. Your life is going to be filled with photo shoots and video shoots, some of which can be grueling, and we're here to prove it to you. We hope you're ready. It's time to begin.
Oh.
It's giving Lady Gremlin. That's what
Melissa's
I'm.
or meatballs?
Yeah, Melissa's. That's.
Gremlin
I
cheerleader.
for, I forgot it. That was what it is. Oh, ouch.
How do you feel about those looks?
I hate that look.
I do too. And it's weird because I remember I used to
I
liking
hate
this
it.
look. I think
Did you like this?
she could have done without the hair. I used to, but now I'm looking at it like this is awful.
I don't know. I don't think the mouth works for me.
No,
I don't.
it's the
It's a bit.
ponytails for me.
Yeah, I don't like them. And look, Melissa's a pretty drag. Like she does pretty drag, which is fine. The way she makes it work. I don't like this at all. Like it doesn't seem like her style.
No,
It's like she, I don't know, dulled herself down.
because like the
Like I'm
makeup in
looking
that is quite nice.
because I'm looking at it on my bigger screen and the face is good. I don't like the mask. I think that's it. I think that's it.
Yeah,
And the pigtails. Terrible.
because I like the hand gloves, like the webbing and
I
all
think
that.
she should have been bald instead of because I didn't like
Oh,
meatballs. Like I think this as a bald look would be good. I think anyway.
yeah,
Um
or even
yeah,
just spikes.
yeah, spikes. Yeah, yeah. Like a sea anemone or something like that, like a mini one. Yeah, I don't like it. Now, although it does look a little bit, it's still got flaws, you know what I mean? I do like this look. I think it's probably the most cohesive. I don't not cohesive. It's a good water look. Do you know what I mean? Like water
Yeah,
monster look.
I'm very confused about these different tentacles. It looks like these back ones got finished, but these front four are still like the base, and the covering has to go over them.
2 days. They only had 2 days.
True.
So
If you only get 2 days though, you make it work. You don't go too big. Otherwise, you end up with
yeah,
things like this.
yeah, yeah. I like her. I like the hair for this character. Like, I think the dreadlocks
I
worked well for it.
yeah
The teeth, I know. It's just that she'd used them before, you know.
yeah. I think that's my only issue with the teeth because I like the teeth, but they were used in
Yeah,
that zombie challenge, wasn't it?
and what the nose is very. I don't, it's not like it's not polished, and that's the thing. Like that's the thing that sort of, you know, gets to it. I don't know why I don't like it, but I don't really like it.
Well, I don't know what it's meant to be. Besides, like,
Yeah.
a warrior from Atlantis or something. But even then, that's me trying to stretch it out to make sense.
Yeah, it looks like it's a soldier's shirt or
And
something.
then you've got the BDSM harnesses. Why?
And
And
just
then
putting a bit of netting on yourself, like that's not gonna do it either,
and this $5 Woolworths wig.
On the side. Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. Oh, I thought that do you know what? I didn't even notice in
No,
the
I haven't.
movement. I only noticed it now. I didn't know she had hair. That's why I said Melissa should have gone for a bald look, because what's on the head then? Like, is that tape?
A swimming cap.
Oh, it's terrible, isn't it?
Well,
When you
like this
think
could
of,
so easily be like a giant clam look or something like that. Because it's the color palette there.
yeah, yeah. I don't
But
know.
what's this got to do with ocean monsters?
Mm, who knows? And the face doesn't tell us anything either. Like, there's nothing. It's just drag face. Ugh, okay. I didn't really like it. Like looking at it from a distance, it looks like she's a sunflower, and I, I don't know. It just looked a little bit um, like a grade one play, that they do at school, and Mum does and all right, we got to dress you up as a sunflower. It looked a little bit homemade.
Yeah, I think she really should have stuck to ocean floral stuff or whatever. Because it's
Mm,
too. Yeah, I hate the dress as well. Like, why a dress?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
it just tells me like, oh, we got 2 days. Oh, I'll do this for 2 hours. This feels very. She did not use the 2 days. She used as little time as she could.
But you can see that she's got the webbed fingers, but it again, sea monster, sea monster. Like, and that's where, even though I don't love Frankie's, it's it's an ocean monster. Like, you can see that it's come from the ocean, and that's you know looking at all four of them, I would have thought she would have gone through first. Like, Frankie's done it, but
Yeah,
they this has probably been the week that I've liked Vander's the least. Like, I haven't liked anything Vander's done this whole time.
episode.
Yeah.
Ladies, I'm sure you are freezing, so we're not going to keep you out here too much longer. But we have to take a minute to tell you how proud we are of you tonight. You have come full circle as Super Monster, and every one of you brought amazing looks and energy to the competition tonight. This is what we have been looking for.
You know what? I can kind of see the scales better on Meatball in the light now,
Yeah.
and how the hair works. I still don't like it.
I don't think I really like any of these looks.
No, no.
Again.
Yep. And poor Vander, he weighs like, 40 kilos. He must be so cold.
Oh. Is this where
The
they.
whole time.
Yeah.
Do you reckon this is where they did. Have you watched season 4?
What were you saying?
Have you watched season 4?
Pardon?
Have you watched season 4 of Dragula?
Yeah.
Do you reckon this is where they did that extermination challenge?
Oh, hang on. Maybe I didn't watch sure I watched towards the end. I can't remember this bit. And my memory is like
Yeah.
terrible.
Be proud of yourselves. We love everything you guys have brought to the table tonight. You come to San Francisco, you served it up for legendary queens Peaches, Bryce, and Catalina. You gave the city something to remember. We brought you to the shore, and you served up the second part of your challenge, and brought us your fiercest and most imaginative sea monster couture. Well done. You should take this opportunity to say your goodbyes now, because for one of you, the road ends here. From this point forward, we're looking for our top 3 monsters.
That's right, this will be the last time the 4 of you are together. So say your goodbyes, because one of you will not be joining us anymore.
It's been an honor to have to work with each one of you guys. You guys are very talented. You know, we are here for a reason. It's top 4. We fucking fought our way up to the top. We fucking served every fucking week. But some of us were not in the bottom. We're standing over here. Stupid bitch. Okay.
Oh god, it was so fucking great to get to do this with you all. Like, I honestly, going into the competition, I was afraid, mostly because I thought, y'all know how drag competitions are. I thought it was gonna be like vicious clawing at each other, but honestly, it was so much fucking fun. There was not that much drama, nobody here involved, but honestly, I had a fucking great time with all of y'all, and I had so much fun. I'm so glad we got to do this together.
It's been an honor making it to the top 4 with you guys. I think you guys are some of the most talented queens I've ever worked with, and I'm so happy you guys are forward and I go.
Look at that. Look at this. What's that flappy thing there? Jesus.
Well, why do these teeth on Frankie look better on this close-up shot than all the other shots? Because I thought it was those nails again used for the teeth. This is like an actual prosthetic.
Huh. Yeah. And I noticed how good Melissa's face was close up then. Like damn, why'd she wear that mask? Okay. That was alright.
Got to know each one of you so well, and I feel like it's just, I'm happy to be here, you guys.
It's been a fucking blast. I love being here. I love doing crazy shit like this, and I'm glad that out of the ones that were here, I mean, everyone was amazing. I loved everyone, but us top 4, we had a fucking blast. We're sisters. We love each other. There was no bullshit, no anger. I had a great fucking ride. If I go home tonight.
I like Frankie's like spiky shoulders too.
I'm just too distracted by the nipples pointing to the heavens.
It's gonna suck, but whoever wins it, just win it.
Yeah, win it hard,
you guys.
bitches.
Represent. Let's go 1, 2, 3, Dracula, yeah?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, Dracula!
Let them get a towel, please. Ooh, I wonder who it is.
I love when animals get subtitles.
It's gonna be a barbecue? Oh my god, chickens! Oh my god, chickens, you're my favorite. Oh, I'm gonna fry you guys up so nice. Oh, have you with some biscuits and some grapes? Oh, no, please, don't, please, I promise, it's just because I'm fat. Oh, no, why?
I was really hoping that they were gonna. I couldn't remember. There was gonna be like the image of a head, and like flying and.
Oh yeah. Well,
Look, I
it's
did. I liked that purple look on Meatball at the end there. I thought that was it was a good look. We made it. We made it.
only one episode that was splitting in half to go.
We made it, and We hated it. It's like
I think
third or fourth.
I hated it more this time than last time because this time I knew it was
Same.
coming.
Same. It just wasn't like I said earlier, these people would not be in the top 4 in later seasons. Even season 2, they were more polished than that, you know? Oh,
I love that we say
gosh.
this, but we're gonna rewatch these seasons now and be like, God, that shit.
How did that person get
Why
Ooh.
do I like these? Why do I like them?
Oh, it makes me sad if it's somebody like honestly, like Sharon, who I used to love, and it's like, oh, I don't like them as much anymore, but that's fine if she is been doing what she's doing. Um, yeah, you know what? What makes me sad is that Layla will never come back. Like,
I see. No, I disagree. I think it will be next All Stars.
I thought this All Stars because she is now an Emmy Award winner. Like
Well,
I
that
think
was
I
very
think
recent. I
yeah,
don't.
I
I
think
think.
she's too big now.
Yeah. I think that was so recent that they weren't able to get her on in time because she's busy
Uh,
off doing Bob the Drag
hmm.
Queen's makeup on Bob the
We
Drag
are
Queen's
here.
show. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, like Layla's one of my all-time favorite. I love her so much. I love her. Love, love, love. Yeah. Um, and I think that she could do Dragula. I think she should do Dragula.
Yeah.
I thought, and look, all credit to Jade Jolie. I was expecting her not to do as well. And she did well. She did
No.
okay. But you know who I have been seeing getting like retweeted and stuff is Bitter Betty.
Oh,
Ugh.
again.
Look, because of the places where I look on Instagram, sometimes people will share her stuff, and I'm like, she kind of sucks. So, you
Honestly,
know,
outside of the conversations that you bring up with her, I don't think I hear about Bitter Betty at all.
yeah, exactly, exactly. You know,
Does she have me blocked?
uh, pardon?
Does she have me blocked? Like,
Possibly. I've only been blocked by a couple of people. Um, because I the main reason why I've been blocked is trigger warnings actually. Because one of the people I cover on an MLM, she was talking about suicide, and I'm like, Veronica, can you please tell your audience like trigger warning? I'm going to talk about suicide because it's take care of your audience. And she blocked me for
oh,
suggesting that. It's possible she also went to my account to have a look, and I'm anti-MLM, and she's like, "Oh, okay. Well, I've only been blocked by a few people, so I'm pretty happy with that." Meanwhile, I am in this groups on Facebook, and I share everything, and I'm like, these guys don't even know I'm in this freaking group. It's great. It's great. And hopefully we'll be up to 1,000. I reckon I'll probably get it up a, 1,000 around about probably another 3 months, 3 or 4 months.
what are you up to
Yeah.
now? Because last I saw was over 500.
720. Oh,
Nice.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like it's been really steady these last few months, and it's dipped though, just the last couple of weeks. But my friends Clown Town, because we do a collab every second week, and they said we're going to do it on your channel because they get a pretty big audience, so they're going to try and help me get there. And
Oh,
what
that's
I
sweet.
haven't really pushed it, um, and which means like that the growth is organic. It's not going to disappear once I hit 1,000 or whatever. Um, but all of the anti-MLM creators help each other out when you're very close, and they'll say, "Okay, go on, follow. She's almost there. She's almost to 1,000." And so it's really good in that sense. Like everybody sort of helps each other out, and because I'm one of the only Australians who does it, it's really like advantageous as well. So,
You've really cornered the
uh,
market.
oh yeah, yeah. But they need more. Honestly, there's so many friggin' MLMs. I swear. And everybody in it wants to say, "Oh, I don't like being political." And I'm like, MLMs are political. Like, especially in America. Yeah. Okay, let's wrap it up. So here we are. Um, I'm not sure did they have a reunion or
So
did they have a Last Supper?
the reunion Last Supper is in the finale. They're both mixed in there.
Oh, oh, I can't remember it. I'm not remembering now. I honestly cannot remember the finale whatsoever, except for bits and pieces of the floor show. That's about it.
I only remember the floor show.
I can't remember any of the banter or the whatever. Yeah. Yeah, so I would agree. I think Meatball was a great competitor, but yeah, definitely, you know, lowest on the ground this week. But like you said, if we're looking at body of work, it could have been very easily Frankie. It could have been. I think Frankie was lucky to get a pretty good sea monster look. That's it. Not a
Yeah.
great sea monster look. Not a great sea monster, but it was a sea monster. Yeah. And I mean, I think no, I'm not surprised by Vanda making it in. I think at the time I was really surprised by Melissa Beer-Fierce. I think when I first saw it, and I was still really like, she shouldn't be there. She shouldn't be there. She's a pageant queen. Blah blah blah. And then I saw the floor show, and I'm like, oh, which is probably, we only see what they show us on the freaking camera. Like, there probably is a little bit more to it than what we're seeing. Yeah. So, any last words from you?
Um, Honestly, no. I don't really have anything else. I said pretty much most of it there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it's just such a shame that the week that they were talking about being compared to other horror queens and that this is what the challenge was.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Yep. You know what? And maybe at the time they were good looks. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that's
Maybe maybe
because
we're looking at it with, that couple of years of everybody's game is really upped nowadays. So
yeah, and I'm probably
maybe,
because I'm so
maybe.
used to some of the looks that they've turned out since then that I'm like, these are
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you think about it, like we were saying with the New York drag, the style really does sort of like go and evolve, and what we find more aesthetically pleasing can really change. So maybe it's that, because I can't remember hating it this much. I remember
I
thinking,
don't.
oh my god, the photographs, they turned out so good. Like I remember thinking that. So yeah. Not that we don't love the queens, we do, but it was, I think, yeah, with these 2023 eyes, not looking as good.
Because this would have been 2016, so it's nearly
Yeah,
10
wow.
years now.
Shut up. Oh my god. Yeah, sobering, sobering. All right. Well, we will hopefully be back in a month, and I'm going to try and it won't take me long to edit this because it's all in here. So, uh, and yeah, it's all on YouTube in case I need it. Right. Well,
Uh,
thanks for being with us, and who's us? Me and the dogs. And we'll see you next time. Don't
I
go
thought
yet.
you were calling me one of the dogs, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, yep. I am, bitch. Um, yeah, so we'll see everybody next time. Goodbye. Okay,
Bye.
you're gonna say goodbye? Bye. But I'm
Bye.
gonna say, um, oh shit, what was I gonna say? Take pictures now. Have you taken pictures already?
I've taken pictures already.
Okay, cool. I was like, because I've got these really like good lashes on. Can you see them? They are so pretty.
I can only just see the lashes. Oh yeah.
That's like the best lash like I've ever done. Because when I was getting when I got extensions, I love them, but I pull them out so easily, and they're very expensive, like so expensive. And so I do have another set. They've got magnets on it, and you just kind of press them on top of each other. Now, I thought I'd wasted my money because I was trying to get them to work for ages and ages and ages. Because the guy on the Instagram ad, which targeted advertising, which absolutely worked, it looked so easy for him, and I'm like, oh no, I just wasted all this money, but I got them to work. But these ones are like, they're glam goth beauty, so they're nice. Killer glam eyelashes, yeah. So easy to put on. Yeah. All right. Well, let me know when you want to. Oh, hang on. I'll show you my I'll give you one little look at my headpiece for the next one. Oh, I don't know. I haven't worn it actually. Oh no, I think I've put it on. It's not quite finished. So it's gonna be like it's a meatball look. So
Which one?
the queen at the beginning, the
Oh.
witch,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
So it's gonna be like pom poms on steroids, like yeah. So that's the start of it. There's more, but yes.
I literally decided in the last couple of days that I cannot think of a single thing to do for meatball that I can actually
Really?
do. Like I can actually bother putting together in that. So I'm literally going to be getting a cheerleader uniform. And I'm
Oh, you could.
considering for my floor show just doing lip sync performance for that. I'm just gonna find someone to pull up onto a stage.
Just get like a doll or something. That's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
All right, friendo. I'm gonna go. The dogs are like that's why the dogs have been crying, like they're hungry. And I'll see ya. I'll see ya next time, but I'll see you on Instagram anyway.
Yeah. I
All
hope you have a
right.
good week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.